Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So in this particular video, I'm going to make a lot of traders profitable. Okay, so if you're a beginner trader or an intermediate trader, this video alone can make you profitable. That is if you're serious, because I'll be sharing something very important. Okay, this is a system that is working. Okay, I'm gonna be sharing a working system today, and you just need to go to your chart. Don't take my word for it. Go to your chart and check it out to see if it's actually making sense or not. Okay, so basically it has to do with a particular type of fair value gap. For those that don't know what a fair value gap is, don't worry, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of what a fair value gap is. A fair value gap is simply, let me get my. So a fair value gap is simply, let me get this, okay, is simply a gap between three consecutive candles, something of this nature, okay, whereby the wick of the first candle does not intersect with the wick of the the wick of the first candle does not intersect with the wick of the third candle. Okay, so I'm trying to think I have to erase everything and start again. All right, so let's say you have something like this. This is your first candle, right? You can see the top wick and the bottom wick. Then you can have a second candle like this, okay. Then you have the third candle right here, okay. So this first candle, this one right here, this first candle, its wick must not intersect with the wick of this third candle for you to have what we call a fair value gap. So what I'm expecting to see is this wick right here not intersecting with the wick of this third candle. Okay, so you just need to place an horizontal line on the wick of the first candle. Okay, if it's a bullish setup, like the candles are moving in the opposite direction, then all you just need to do is place an horizontal line on the wick which depicts the eye, okay, which depicts the eye of this particular first candle. You place an horizontal line on it, and then this is your second candle, this is the third candle. The low of the third candle, place an horizontal line on it. That space that you're going to have in between is what we call the FVG. Okay, so this space right here is what you call the words FVG, which is a fair value gap. Okay, so the trading system will be based on fair value gap, but a particular type of fair value gap. All right, so I'll have to draw that again because it's going to be part of the explanation. So in this particular trading system, the third candle, how the third candle closes is very important. Okay, we want a situation whereby the third candle does not break and close above the eye of the second candle. Do you see that? So what we are looking to have, let me delete that. Okay, what we are looking to have is a third candle whose eye, okay, something of this nature, a third candle whose eye, a third candle whose closing price is below the eye of the second candle. Okay, the closing price of the third candle should be below the eye of the second candle. That's if it's a bullish setup. Then you now have your fair value gap in between, something like this. Take that away. Okay, I need this, so something like this. Okay, so let's say right here is your FVG. Okay, what I'm concerned with is this third candle, its closing price should not be above the second candle. That is the type of fair value gap that you need for this system. So you need to train your eyes to actually see that. All right, on the chart you need a fair value gap whose third candle did not close beyond the eye of the second candle. Whereas in a bearish scenario, I don't know why this arrow keeps coming up. Let's see. In a bearish scenario, you're gonna have three consecutive candles this way. Okay, so you have this. Now this is the low, right? This is the low of the second candle. Now the third candle must not close beyond the low of the second candle for you to have the type of setup that I need you to have for this particular trading system. Okay, so you're going to be having something like this. So if you observe very well, you would notice that the low of this candle is such that this third candle did not close below it. All right, you can see it did not close below it. So this is the type of setup you should be looking for. Then you have your fair value gap in between like this, which is the gap, you know, that is used to depict the space between the wick of the first candle and the wick of the third candle. So you have your FVG right here, fair value gap. Okay, but like I said, the system is all about the third candle. Third candle must not close. That means you can't trade this system on all fair value gaps. You need to wait, and patience is part of the game. You need to wait for this particular kind of fair value gap whereby the third candle does not go beyond the second candle. Okay, so I think that's about what you need for the basics. Can now give you some examples so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've marked out some examples for you in order not to waste your time trying to search for examples on the chart. Okay, so you have this right here. Look at this. This is your first candle. Let me move this a little bit higher. Okay, take that away. Okay, let me shift the chart a bit and zoom. Okay, so this is your first candle. Obviously, this is your first candle. This is your second candle. What did you notice about the third candle? The third candle did not close beyond the low of the second candle. This is the low of the second candle right here. Okay, this third candle closed up here. Since it's a bullish candle, definitely this is its closing price, right? Closing price is going to be somewhere here. Okay, so what you want to do is the first candle in that setup that kicks off the fair value gap, that the very first candle, that becomes your zone, which you're going to be using to trade a continuation. So if the arrangement of the fair value gap is such that it is a bearish fair value gap, it implies that you are looking to sell. If the arrangement of the fair value gap is such that you find out that it's a bullish fair value gap, then you are looking to buy. Okay, so let me get some horizontal lines. You don't need to take my word for it, just go to your charts and check. You would see what I'm talking about. So look at this. Price pushed back up into that first candle and then started falling from there. You can go for 1 to 1, you can go for 1 to 2, you know. So you can see this would have given you 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, another example presented itself right here. What do you have? First candle, do you see that? Second candle, third candle. No, this is not a good example. I guess I was doing a different study right here that made me point that out, or am I not seeing it? Well, let me check. There's a fair value gap here, obviously, but this is not the type of fair value gap that I need. I need the fair value gap whereby the third candle is gonna close in such a way that it does not go beyond the second candle. Okay, now I've seen the right fair value gap. Okay, so another fair value gap formed right here. Okay, and this matches our criteria, right? This is the first candle of fair value gap, second candle, third candle. Third candle closed, you know, up here, and this is the low of the second candle. This is the one I was looking at before that you know, that I was saying does not fit the criteria. So this one matches the criteria, because if I want to go by this fair value gap that is here, it means this is my first candle, this bullish candle is my first candle, this bearish candle is the second candle, then this bearish candle is the third candle, and this bearish candle closed beyond the low of the second candle, so it messes everything up. So I can't use this one as my entry. I can't use this bullish candle as my entry. Remember, your first candle becomes your zone for entry. But another fair value gap formed whereby this candle right here becomes the first candle Then you have the second candle where the gap really formed. Then you have the third candle which matches the criteria, fulfills the criteria of not closing beyond the low of this other candle, and you already know this is definitely a bearish setup. Okay, so this, which is our first candle, becomes my zone for entry. Okay, if you are getting value, subscribe to the channel, okay, so that you won't, also turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on any powerful updates that I'm dropping like this update, like I said, it can make you profitable if you are serious with it. Okay, so let me balance this up. All right, so I'm simply looking, simply waiting for price to get back here so I can sell. Okay, so let's see what played out. Price tapped into the zone right here. You can see the wick entered this zone, and I'm looking for some selling to take place from there. Okay, so what do you see playing out? Price sold from that particular level. If you went for 1-to-1, you would have gotten out of this trade with profits. Like I said, you can go for 1-to-1, 1-to-2. It's now down to your own trade management. Okay, so price tested that zone again, and you can see the zone is a powerful zone. It's still sending price away from that level. All right, so later on we had a bigger push from that zone. So those are like high risk to reward that probably went for 1-to-2, 1-to-3, definitely they would have been able to make their 1-to-3 or 1-to whatever it is they went for, you know, with this particular trade. And as that was playing out, more opportunities presented themselves on the chart. As you can see, I still have some more examples right here, and let me quickly chip this in. Okay, there are some extra details, okay, and some extra specifications which go into this trading strategy. Okay, what I'm giving you is just about the surface. If you would like to learn deeper things about this particular trading system, you would need to reach out to me. I'll leave a link in the comment section where you can reach me, but it's optional. Like I said, it's just for those that want to know more, you know, go deeper with this particular trading system. But what I'm giving you right here for free is enough for you to make money. Okay, it's enough for you to print dollars in the market. Okay, so you don't say I'm gatekeeping. It's enough for you to print dollars in the market. It's for those that probably want more accuracy with this trading system. I'm just letting you know that there are more specifications to it. Okay, there are more specifications, there are deeper things to this particular trading system, things you need to look out for. And if you would like to get that, like I said, just reach out to me in the comment section. Okay, so let's continue. Right here, where is my fair value gap? Okay, this is my first candle right here, second candle, third candle closed a little bit, you know, above at this point, and it's good because it's below the low. So we have a good setup right there. First candle becomes my boundary from which I'm gonna be taking my sell. All right, so price tapped into the zone. You can see this red candle right here. Price tapped into the zone right here and started selling. Okay, so you can sell from there. Let's see what played out. Price came deeper into that zone again. Price came deeper into the zone and sold from that particular zone. So it's lovely, very lovely system. Okay, let me just take this last example. What do we have here? Okay, all right, so this becomes my first candle. This bullish candle is my first candle. Second candle is this bearish candle. Then this bearish candle right here becomes my third candle. Okay, so the gap is in between, and you can see the third candle closed at this point, and the low of the second candle is around here. So it fits the criteria because the third candle did not close beyond the low of the second candle. Okay, so this first candle right here becomes my entry zone. So let me mark out the entry zone where I'll be looking to take a sell trade when price gets back there. Okay, so this first candle becomes my entry zone. So what played out, you can see a bullish candle pushed up, tapped into the zone and started moving down. So I want to shift the screen. Let me shift the screen so you can see how it moved down. Okay, so it moved down from there. All right, so basically that's all I have for you right now. I don't want to start giving more and more examples. I think this is enough. If you don't understand some things, you can ask me questions in the comment section, or you can watch the video over and over again till you get the concept. Okay, and like I said, you want to reach out to me, you want me to mentor you on this trading system, you want mentorship from me, just reach out to me in the comment section through the link I'm gonna leave right there. All right, so if you're a new viewer, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.